guys, welcome back to the DX Gamer Show and my SimCity Let's Play for our second episode of Wednesday, April 10th, 2013. Now that we have the basic groundwork laid down in the dartboard, lost wages, we're basically going to try to get a casino in here and some basic form of public transportation. So that is going to be the primary objective in lost wages. And we've already hit the ground running here as we're rapidly getting things developed. I'm putting down those things that I said I wanted to get in last episode. And that is the sports type parks and stuff that, I haven't really done a lot in SimCity. So we got the basketball court there, and then we're going to put in a skate park, and then, we'll maybe do a soccer field. And some of those things are pretty big, but I totally want to get those things in so we can, zoom in on them and have something cool to look at maybe when we have some downtime. But, yeah, I don't know. Let's see how fast we can get things going here. And as you can already see, our population is exploding, and we're doing that thing because we have such a high amount of money to start with. I have a bad tendency to throw myself into a initial bad negative budget kind of action going on there, but we'll get that corrected a little bit later on. I don't want to sit like I did in Crystal Valley, almost in a negative budget the entire time. Even though we have a ton of money to work with, 5 million is just so much. We'll probably never eat through that. Well, hopefully we don't anyways. So now that we've got these cool kind of sports parks all set down, and I've actually not looked at them. Let's see if anyone's using them. And they are! Very cool. The soccer field is being played on at late in the evening, but very, very cool. It's kind of impressive, actually. That's a little more intricate than what I expected, because the fields in the other games were just little dots jumping around and that sort of thing. It looks like they're actually playing and the ball's being kicked around and they're scoring goals and stuff. But yes, we've already nailed past that 5,000 population mark, so we can go ahead and upgrade our city hall for the first time. And we are probably going to have to lay down a department of tourism, as none of our other cities contain that connected to their city hall. They were just basically things that were practical for that particular city, such as the education upgrade or the Department of Transportation or the Department of Safety and all that good stuff. So we pretty much have all the stuff at this point. That's the last thing that's going to need to be unlocked. As soon as we build that, I think we'll have everything available to us in the entire region. So I've got some kind of interesting ideas of how I'd like to develop the center of this city, although I don't know if the circle road's going to be the best idea, because I think some of those casino buildings are quite large, and we're probably going to end up knocking them down a little bit later. But I'm planning on putting some of the casinos in the middle, some of the tourist attractions in the middle there, and see how we can fit them and make them look cool and all that good stuff. But for now, we're just going to connect some roads, and I have no plans to develop the centerpiece. Of course, that will mess with our maximum population capabilities, but again, we're not really so concerned with that. We're just this is just a fun tinkering around kind of city. And essentially, I'm really curious to see how this particular city style is actually going to stack up against my electronic city. Will it be more profitable? Will it be less profitable? That's all kind of things we'll see. And now I'm going to do my futile attempt to put trees throughout the whole region, or this whole landscape, which of course they won't stay because they're going to get smoked by population. It's such a shame because I love having the filled tree look through all these regions and stuff. It just makes it look so much better. Of course, we're going to destroy these side parts here. This is almost a little wasteful to put it on the sides, but I like to have it kind of filled in, and we'll have that nice look for a little while until it all kind of goes away, and then maybe we'll fill it in again later. What a pain! So you may have noticed why I kind of like this region, though, is these 3 plots of land that we've actually recently worked with, and oops, I accidentally clicked on that dude. He wants to do fireworks. He's going to give me 50 grand to do that, and to that I say no, we don't need it, we've got tons of money. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the plots of land. Yeah, they're all very unobstructed by natural phenomenon. Actually, this one is probably the most unobstructed one out of all the 3 of the landscapes that we've worked with. You pretty much have your full area to work with, which, it wouldn't be such a big deal if the game didn't have such tiny little plots of area to work with to build your cities. And that's why I like to use these maximized spaces. So I don't know. It'd be kind of cool maybe to build a sleepy town, kind of like on one of the smaller plots of land. You know, not so high density, just really chill, whatever. Nothing too spectacular or whatever. That'd be kind of cool to do. Okay, and it's time to start building the stuff that this city is going to be all about. And let's go ahead and lay down our very first casino after we put down this last road here. I wasn't kind of sure where I was going to stick it, and I don't want to be too wasteful with space. I do want to go, you know, kind of aesthetically, but I don't want to waste too much space. So we're going down with the lowest tier casino, and we're probably going to want to go ahead and go with the lower wealth upgrades. I think that this one has, okay, nice rooms, cheap rooms. Yeah, we're going to go with a lower wealth casino here, just to, you know, start off low, you know, trying to get things going and promote for the low, and then we'll go up as we go along. So we'll do the low and the medium, and then, you know, the higher wealth ones possibly later. Those are ultra expensive per hour, but we've got to get our unlocks and all that stuff, so we'll have to build our, you know, casino HQ or whatever that building is, and that helps, you know, promote things and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and go with the comedy club here. That's another low wealth structure. And then let's go ahead and take a look through the signs real quick here. This is kind of one of the things I really like about the casinos is you got options. I would like to see that actually with some other buildings too. You have some options, like, do I want to have this sign? This is 50, cost 1,000. They're pretty much all the same, I think, on this one. It's like low and medium wealth promotion. And it's pretty much at your leisure. Which one do you like? So we're going to go ahead and go with this one first. And then we're going to plop down a second cheap rooms building onto this to maximize the capabilities of this casino. And that is it. And we'll check on that a little bit later to see how it's doing. And we'll see what this whole casino thing is all about. Now that we have our first casino in place, the very next thing I wanted to do is get the train station in and start getting those people in this city so they can go spend their hard-earned simoleons inside of my casino. So this one's kind of an interesting building. You know, you can plop it down. It's got that road right in the top of it, you know, kind of thing. This is a little bit, I guess, wasteful on space, but it's actually going to be transporting a lot of people in and out, which is beautiful. This thing is great for a tourism city, although I don't know how effective it's going to be. I just know that it is going to, you know, help considerably. So now that we've got a spot where people can come into the city in mass, and ooh, we got an achievement. Interesting. I've unlocked a few, apparently 10 of 17 there. Anyways, now that we've got all the people coming in mass, the next thing that I would like to do is let's go ahead and plop down a bus terminal so that we can have the people able to go around throughout the entire city, you know, at the very least make it to my casino where they can, you know, spend that good money. And again, because we have a ton of people coming in here now, the train station, I think the most logical thing to build next is a bus terminal so that we, or bus depot, so that we can, you know, get those people around and get them quicker over to my casino and throughout my city. We're probably going to need a few of these later on as things start to dense up and that sort of thing. And then we're pretty much going to spend a few minutes here strategically placing the bus stops around the city. So I'm really not sure if I'm going to be placing any education structures, and it makes me think about the education structures because I'm placing the bus stops, and I always think of the schools for some reason when I'm placing bus stops. I'm not sure if that might be a good idea or not to help prevent crime and that sort of thing. I don't know if, you know, Crystal Valley is actually going to help alleviate my uneducated Sims. I do not know. So it might be something I might want to consider doing a little bit down the line, maybe place an elementary school. I don't think I'm going to go and spree for a high school. Although if I'm making a ton of cash per hour, it may be something I might go ahead and do. We still have a couple of basic services to get into the city, such as the garbage and all that stuff. I'm hoping that, you know, for right now, the other cities are kind of... Oh. There's another disaster. Oh, it's the story of my life with this game, but this one actually is pretty minor. So we've got a UFO attack, and we don't even care at this point. We're just going to keep placing down the bus stops. It's not going to bother us. If they start blowing things up, maybe I'll focus on it, but Whatever. Go away, stupid aliens. Unless you want to give me some super high-end technology, I'll be about that. Go ahead and do that. But if you're going to blow my buildings up and steal my people, shoo, shoo, shoo. Well, it looks like we got some pretty good coverage, so when we build a second terminal, it looks like most of the city will be covered. Of course, we will be modifying some of the bus stops later on. And you dirty alien, you just blew up one of my houses, if you saw that in the upper right corner. And we'll go ahead and just demolish that building now. Get rid of it. And it looks like the alien's doing another thing. Maybe he's abducting. Maybe that's what the blue ray is. So the red ray is destroy, and the blue ray is abduct. Shoo, shoo. Away with you. Well, that is pretty much it for my second Wednesday episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episodes. Thank you for watching the DX Gamer Show and my SimCity Let's Play. I'll see you guys next time.